Hey, what's up? Good afternoon to all you Bold and Beautiful fans on YouTube. I'm Justin Fleming, and I'm here to give you my review on today's Bold and Beautiful, Friday, August 18, 2017. Now, today's Bold and Beautiful, it just, it really did, it angered me today. Steffi, Bill, I just can't stand them today. But today was very good. Today, it's getting to a good start today, and we read all of today's Bold and Beautiful. Now, Bill and Steffi in the office talk at Spectra at SP. Steffi is surprised that Bill let Liam go interview Sally, and Bill says this is a learning experience for him, and he better get on board. Steffi says that he knows you're lying about Caroline dying, and it is the best idea to give him this assignment. She says that if Liam tells Sally Caroline isn't dying, Bill tells her that Liam damn well better not. Bill, y'all, I bet you Steffi is going along with this. I bet you Steffi, she really is going along with this. Steffi's the most. What is her deal? I know she hates. Everybody, all of you know she hates Sally as much as Bill does. I'm going to say this to all of you about somebody like Steffi. Steffi, why the hell would you respect someone who is ruthless and cares about the money in his ego? It shows that you have absolutely no integrity at all. You were just fine with Bill and yourself deceiving your own flesh and blood. You were purposely trying to destroy his relationship for your own benefit and well-being. I hope Sally and Liam will beat your ass to the ground as buddies, not as a couple. You deserve to be dumped by Liam and lose your job as well. Because you never cease to amaze me with every disgusting thing you do. You're a no-good, manipulating, skanky-ass bitch. Because listen carefully. That sound will be karma knocking on your doorstep. You've experienced it, but you never learn, bitch. Steffi is, Bill. I hope he will get exposed. Because I can't wait till this week. Because this next week is going to get really good on Bold and Beautiful. I hope it will, because Bell's going to do some changes. I know he will. Now, next one. Sally asks Liam if he has a plan to sabotage Spectra Fashions again. She tells him that she needs to know. No. She says, of course he is. That's why you're here. To help him bury me. Liam tells her that he doesn't follow his father's marching orders, but he came from there to write an article about her. He wants to hear about her, and Sally tells him that she's done a lot of growing because of Thomas. She says she needs him there desperately, but not she's going to pressure him to come back. Your cousin is dying and trumps everything, even the survival of Spectra. She tells him that she has to survive her own and hopes she has a chance with someone like his dad against her. Liam tells her that he promises her that he'll write an honest article. Now I hope Liam will do the right thing. Because Steffi, she's a cold-hearted slut, and she's not perfect after all the relationships she came in between. Because once Thomas finds out that he's not going to be able to trust his sister, he's going to get what she deserves. Because I hope that Sally and Liam do not get back together. I hope Liam and Sally don't be a couple. Because I want them as friends, because Bill made up this little story that Caroline was dying of this autoimmune disease so he can drive a wedge between Thomas and Sally, like I said, and for Thomas to be in Carolina and New York. I really don't want. I want Liam and Sally as friends, not as a couple, not as lovers. Because I want Sally back in place with Thomas. I don't want Sally with Liam, because Liam is just a womanizer. That's all he is. Sheila. Sheila says she isn't sure she's happy to see James, and says that James is a psychiatrist. James says his background is neuro and he's there to help her. He says that he wants her to get back on her feet and back into her life. Eric says that he'll give him some privacy. You know who that doctor was today on Bold and Beautiful? On Bold and Beautiful? That's the doctor from General Hospital who has feelings with who has feelings for who has a relationship with that woman played by actress what's her name, I can't stand Felicia something, I don't know, Felicia something, I don't know, from General Hospital. She's the woman with that English accent. I know who he is. He's that guy from General Hospital. That guy who played a doctor on today's Bold and Beautiful. Now Eric is today also say he is happy to see Brooke and ask her what brings her by. And Brooke says she has some paperwork for Quinn, and Eric says that Quinn is working on new designs, and Brooke asks if everything's okay. Eric says they have a house guest. She tells him he's not allowed Sheila to stay in the guest house. You know, Eric has gone crazy. Eric, what's going on with Eric? Has he lost his mind? He must be out of his mind going back to Sheila. She's crazy. She's evil. I don't know. He's really lost it. Quinn deserves something better than being crazy Eric. He deserves Ridge. Right? Quinn should just forget about Eric and just go with Ridge, because Eric has lost it. He's lost his mind. He really has. That's what Belle should do. Just let Quinn be with Ridge and let Eric be with crazy Sheila. Now, next one, James examines Sheila and says that she's better. Sheila keeps trying to convince him that she's not. He says their vitals are fine and she's ready to be removed from the house. Now, next one. Bill tells Steffi that Liam has to know when not to be a Boy Scout, and this is about his loyalty, having his priorities in order. Bill brings up how his boys will inherit this one day, and neither one of them can handle it alone. And they both lack something, and the other compensates for it, and they complement each other. He says that Liam has to grow a pair in this assignment. Trashing Sally is an opportunity for him to do that. Please. See, Bill thinks he always preaches. He always preaches and preaches, and then he doesn't practice it about Liam. I really hope he goes down. He's a poor excuse for a human being who cares about no one but himself, about the money and everything else. Now, next one, what else? Now, Sally tells Liam that she knows what it's like to suffer. She says that she was raised by parents with addiction problems, and Grams took her in, and she pretty much raised Coco on her own. She says she knows what it's like to fight and to survive. Nothing close to what Caroline is going through right now, but I have to do a lot of things on my own. She says that this is her Aunt Sally's building, and there's a lot of history there, and she wants me to carry it on, and I will, as long as I give it a fair shot. Is that too much to ask? Liam says, no, it's not. Oh, boy. Now, I really don't hope they become a match. Like I said, Sally and Liam. I want them as friends, not as a couple, because Sally belongs with Thomas. Now, next one. Brooke and Eric talk about the fight, and Eric tells Brooke that he got it completely out of control, and he feels necessary to keep Sheila to be sure she's okay. tells Brooke that he brought Dr. James Warwick back to take a look at Sheila. Now Sheila argues with James that and says that she can't possibly leave. Sheila says that he has to be compassionate, and they were married to share a daughter. She says that she talked to Mary all the time when she was inside. She says that they're family and look out for one another. James says that Eric asked him to evaluate her and she's well enough to leave, but as apparent that she doesn't want to. He suggests getting her stuff together and we'll go talk to Eric. Sheila stops him and says, "Not so fast. That is, if you want to be a doctor." Now, next one. Bill says he has to leave. He has a meeting with the zoning commission about Sky. Steffi says that he will wait to see how Liam's interview went, and Bill says that Liam better do exactly what I told him to. He knows what the consequences will be if he doesn't. Steffi wants to wait there for Liam, and Bill leaves. Steffi's a hypocrite. She is. So is Bill. He's a hypocrite as well. Now, next one. Liam looks at Sally's designs and likes them. Sally says they need to be better. She tells Liam that everything is riding on this. It's all or nothing. Liam wonders why Thomas can't give her any input at all, and Sally says that he's tending to his son's dying mother. He can't focus on anything else. She says she's under so much pressure with his showing. She says that she believes in herself, but without Thomas. And Sally gets a little emotional. She says she feels so empty, like I lost a part of herself, and she makes her feel worse because she's sitting there waiting for Caroline to die so Thomas can come back to her. She says that it is so ugly. Why am I in this position? Liam tells her that he will give her a fair reading. I promise you that. Sally tells him that all she asks. She apologizes for getting so emotional. That it's not like me. Liam says that maybe it is. Sally says, "No, I'm tough. I'm learning from my Aunt Sally. Nothing's going to destroy me except maybe your father." You know what? Sally shouldn't cry. She shouldn't cry. She doesn't need to cry. She doesn't need to be heartbroken. She doesn't need to be heartbroken at all, Sally. She can't cry. She shouldn't blame herself, Sally. She shouldn't blame herself. Sally wants to blame somebody. Blame that pile of BS Bill, because he's the reason why Thomas is in New York with Caroline and let him think that Caroline was dying of an autoimmune disease to tear her and Thomas apart. It's all about him shutting her down and stuff. But you know what? Once Bill is going to be exposed, her Prince Charming Thomas will come back to her. I promise her. I bet that will happen. Run right back to Thomas. Because this is all part of his plan to shut down her company, Spectra. That's all. It's just a personal vendetta. This is all right. This is all his Bill's personal vendetta, just all because he wants to shut down Spectra Fashions. Now, next one. Eric tells Brooke that he feels bad about what happened to Sheila since she's been in L.A. Brooke says he hears a but there, but Eric says it's Sheila, and I don't think I can ever really trust her. Well, I agree with Eric, but he's stupid. He says that he trusts James through. He knows Sheila really, really well. And then next one, Sheila tries to tell James that she doesn't want to force his hand, and there's more going on the more he realizes. She says that Eric is married to a horrible person, she'll destroy him. James insists that he's going to give Eric his opinion if she's well enough to leave, and Sheila tells him to change his opinion. She says that she's been talking to their daughter and knows that James is writing prescriptions to himself. You're addicted to painkillers, and the medical board knew you will lose your license forever. We don't want that to happen, do we? I can't believe Eric will go back to this crazy woman. But you know what? But Quinn is just as was just as crazy as Sheila was. So there's two double standards here. Quinn and Sheila, both crazy. Now back at SP, Liam tells Steffi that this is really, really wrong, and his dad is going to ruin multiple lives because of his monument to his ego. Steffi says to tell that to Douglas because there's going to be a family at stake. A boy needs his dad. Liam says that Thomas will be involved with his son and that Thomas was in love with Caroline. Please. Steffi says, are you sure about that? Have you seen Thomas and Caroline together? She pulls out her phone and shows Liam a picture of them. Liam looks at it and Steffi says they look happy. They need this time and space, and that's why your father is giving them. So please don't fall for Sally's act, and don't forget all the things she's done to me and my family and the company. You can't feel sorry for her. I'm not talking pleasure, but she's getting exactly what she deserves. You know what? This is the most hypocritical bitch I ever seen on TV, Steffi. You know what? She is the last person to talk about Sally destroying people's lives. She's the last person to talk about destroying people's lives. She really is. Has she even forgotten all things? What about you, Steffi? Have you even forgotten what the stuff that you've done? Huh? What about you, Steffi? Have you forgotten all the things you've done? I mean, let's face it. Look at your history, Steffi. Look at yours. Look at all the things you've done. Have you forgotten about, let's see, how about when Liam was with Hope, you manipulated everything. You were trying to drive Hope away from Liam so you can get in his place. And how about forging texts from your father's phone to keep her father apart from Brooke? And how about how about when she seduced Liam away from Hope and manipulated him into getting married? And how about when she pushed Ivy into this surging wires and got her electrocuted, but that was just an accident. I mean, she's the reason why Allie is dead. I mean, she's the reason. Allie, it's her fault. It's her fault that Allie was crazy and snapped, because she's the reason. Allie. She's the reason. No, Steffi is the main reason why Allie is dead. She's the main reason why Allie is dead, because when she hit her with that crowbar, she's the reason why she began crazy, because how Steffi's been hurting everybody over these years. She's the reason why she got crazy. And Steffi also needs to shut up about that picture she showed of Thomas and Caroline, a couple they are. I mean, come on, because y'all know that's part of the bill. That was a little part of Bill's manipulation. She doesn't even, does she even realize that Bill made up the story about this autoimmune disease so that he can break up Thomas and Sarah for Thomas to be in New York with Caroline? That's just a mind twist. I mean, about Thomas and Caroline as a couple. That's evil. And who is she talking about? About Sally getting what she deserves. What about but she? It's a real shame that she never pays for anything, Steffi. I know some of you think that Sally is no saint because she was the one that stole the designs from the Forrester. But that's different. I mean, it's a little bit different than stealing from from Forrester Creations than a piece of crap trying to shut down Spectra. I mean, that picture that she showed Liam means nothing. He Caroline, I can't wait till Thomas finds out that Caroline's not dying because he was because this is part of Bill's little plan to keep Thomas and Sally apart. It's all about Spectra. He wants to shut down Spectra. I can't believe that Steffi is actually going along with Bill's plans because she hates Sally as much as Bill does. Because Lynn needs to do the right thing. She needs to ignore Steffi about what she said. I can't wait until she needs to dump Steffi. Lynn needs to dump Steffi. I hope she'll go. I don't want her with Sally. I hope she'll go with Ivy. She belongs with Ivy because no wonder because Steffi is just a poor excuse for a human being named Bill. I can't believe she's actually going along with Bill's plan. But she hates, like I said, she hates Bill. She hates Sally as much as Bill does. Now, Sally was working on design, looks at a picture of her and Thomas and gets very tearful. No, I really do hope. I really hope that they. I can't wait until they get back together, Thomas and Sally, because Bill's a homewrecker. Because he made up, like I said, he just wants to break Thomas and Sally apart. Because the whole thing was just a lie that Caroline was dying with this autoimmune disease. I mean, what the hell is an autoimmune disease? Now, James tells Sheila that he had a slight problem with pain medication, but he's in recovery and he's doing well. He says he's not doing this to him. She says that she doesn't want to, but if he won't help her, why should she help him? James says that this is blackmail. She says what he's done is criminal. She says that she'll go to the medical board and tell the whole world how he abused his privileges as a doctor. He says that he stopped, and Sheila tells him that it was too late to save his license and his practice. She tells him just to tell Eric she's not well enough to leave the house. And Eric knocks on the door, and Sheila tells James to do as she says, or his career is history. She runs back and gets in the bed, and Eric comes in. James explains that Sheila needs more time to heal. Eric wonders if she should be in the hospital. James says that she could use imagining, but if she goes into the hospital, she would have to report the incident. Tells him she got injured at the hands of Mrs. Forrester, and he can't guarantee, but that the police won't get involved. He suggests that Sheila should stay there, and she needs more time to heal. Eric says he doesn't want this to get out. His family's been through enough already. He says that Sheila should stay there until she's recovered, thanks to him. And Eric tells James that he wants this to stay between them. James agrees and says that he needs to pick up a few things and we'll come back. Eric says that he'll show him out, and Sheila and James share a look. Yeah, that she's really evil, alright. She's really evil. And Eric is a stupid old fool. I can't wait until next week on Young, Bold, and Beautiful. Now I know, so that's my little review on today's Bold and Beautiful. So subscribe to me, Justin Fleming. And now I know that a lot of you know that Monday on CBS Daytime, that the Bold and Beautiful will be airing 12:30. No Young and the Restless due to this solar eclipse on Monday. So there's there'll be no Young and the Restless on there at 12:30 due to the solar eclipse, because Young and the Restless, because Bold and Beautiful will be shown at 12:30. So that's my little. So subscribe to me, Justin Fleming, and don't forget that Bold and Beautiful will be aired at 12:30 it won't be due to the solar eclipse. No Young and the Restless. So subscribe to me, Justin Fleming. Have a good afternoon. Enjoy Bold and Beautiful at 12:30. Subscribe to me, Justin Fleming. I'm out of here. Peace.